Hi, my name is Faith Barra Wahid, and this is a tutorial for the Oxford Islamic Studies online database. By the end of this tutorial, you should know how to do a basic and advanced search in the database. You should also know how to refine search results and use other tools offered by the database, such as subject guides. The Oxford Islamic Studies online database is a database for students, scholars, librarians, and others to obtain information about Islamic history, concepts, people, societies, and more. The database includes access to the following sources: the Grove Encyclopedia of Islamic Art and Architecture, the Oxford Encyclopedia of the Islamic World, the Oxford Encyclopedia of the Modern Islamic World, the Islamic World Past and Present, the Oxford Dictionary of Islam, the Oxford History of Islam, What Everyone Needs to Know About Islam, Teaching Islam, Makers of Contemporary Islam, as well as 2 English translations of the Quran and a concordance of the Quran. To do a basic search, you type in this box right here at the top left hand of the page. In this search box, you can use Boolean operators such as and, or not, and near, as well as wildcard characters such as asterisk and a question mark to represent a single character. And here are the results. You can also refine these results by errors, by topic, as well as by region. There are also more options at the top to allow you to refine the results even further. Clicking on the Advanced Search tab or hovering over the Advanced Search tab brings down a drop-down menu, which allows you to do the various searches, such as a biography search, image and map search, primary source search, a bibliography search, a Quran search, and a concordance search. If you click on biography search, this is what you'll see. Here you can enter a name of a figure, such as Muhammad. You can also enter their first and last name, as well as their date of birth, the place of their birth, their year of death, or the place of their death. You can also click on this drop-down menu to choose the country where this person may have lived. There's also an option to choose their gender, their occupation, another drop-down menu for any schools of thoughts or movements they were part of, as well as the branch of Islam, the region where they did their activities. You can also include full text to search, and you can also decide which errors you want to search. Lastly, you can choose which topics you want the entries to deal with. And these are the results. The image and map search allows you to search for images and maps within the collections. As you can see, the search is very similar. You can search for titles. You can also type in the source or collection as part of. Here is the familiar drop-down menu for region of activity. It's similar to the one we've seen before. As with the previous search options, you can also choose the era as well as topics. The primary source search allows the user to search for primary documents authored by influential Islamic scholars and leaders, past and present. There are some differences, but the basic format is similar to the previous two searches. This time you can search by the document title as well as the author. You can also enter words that appear within the full text of the document or that may appear in the commentary of the text. You can also enter a range as well. A drop-down menu specific to this search is document types. As you can see, there are a lot of choices. You can also choose the country of activity, the region of activity, once again you can choose the era, as well as topics that the document may deal with. A bibliography search allows you to search for bibliographic references which may appear in the various entries in the database itself. You can search by author name, the journal title, the work title, the publisher, and the publication year. Additionally, you can search for full text that appears within the article. You can also search, once again, by the country of activity, as well as the region of activity, the era, and the topic. Just to give you an example, I'll do a search right now. As you can see, I'm given links to references where Tariq Ramadan appears. I'm also given a link to his biography. The Quran search looks a bit different from the other searches that we've seen thus far. However, it works in a similar manner. Here you can search for phrases or words that appear within the full text. Here I'll search for Jesus and Mary. And I can limit the search to one particular translation. I'll choose the Halim translation. If I want, I can refine the results to only include references that appear within certain chapters of the Quran. And these are the results. The concordance search allows a more detailed search of a concordance of the Quran. When using the concordance, the user uses English transliterations of Arabic words. For instance, if I wanted to find entries about the headscarf worn by Muslim women, I would type in the word khimar, which is Arabic for headscarves. The search will then take me to verses that have this word within the original Arabic text. And I have one result. When looking at an entry, you can print it or email it to yourself or to others. There's also a link that allows you to cite the entry. When you click on it, a pop-up menu will show up. with the citation in MLA and Chicago formats. There's also links at the bottom that allow you to download the citation to various citation management software. Also, you're given the option to highlight the search result within the entry or to turn off the highlights. On the home page, or on pages where there's entries, such as this one, you'll notice a link in the right-hand corner that says Learning Resources. By hovering over this, it'll bring down a drop-down menu with various subject guides. Above the Learning Resources link, there are two more useful links. The first is the Quran verse lookup. Here, the user can enter the chapter number and verse number of a particular verse in the Quran. The user can also choose which translation she prefers or choose to see them both side by side. I'll click on the option to see them side by side, and I'll enter the number of the chapter and the verse. And this is the result. I'm given both translations side by side. The date converter is a very useful tool that allows the user to convert dates from the Gregorian or Western calendar into dates from the Hijri or Islamic calendar. The user can also revert this to convert Islamic dates into Western dates. This has been an overview of the Oxford Islamic Studies database. Please share any feedback you have about this tutorial, and thank you for watching.